No, I don't believe that. At the end of the day, if you genuinely felt that, why did he, he admitted to it. He forfeited the $1 million.
I was a coach here at Mayweather Boxing Fitness Hollywood, and honestly, it's been disheartening to go through everything we've been going through. We haven't been getting paid fairly.
So I found out from a source, Floyd Money Mayweather can't leave Dubai because him and his sidekick, they had stole millions of jewelry last time they was out in Dubai.
Devin Haney has brought attention to claims that Floyd Mayweather is carrying an alleged unpaid debt of $500 million, suggesting that the boxing icon may actually be facing financial collapse behind the scenes. According to Haney, many people fail to see through Mayweather's actions, but he recognized the situation early on. He describes how Mayweather maintains an image of wealth and success by carefully managing perceptions, using influence, presentation, and control to mask potential financial issues beneath a lifestyle of luxury and public visibility.
He's just trolling. He's trolling. He's telling me he's trolling. So I'm like, nah, he's not trolling. He's not trolling. That's real. Like, and it was just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
What was your father saying throughout camp about that?
He was same thing. Like, we was both going back and forth. Like, it gonna happen? Like, we couldn't understand. We like, what? He wanted to start this now. Now. Like, why all of a sudden he playing this crazy role now? Why do you think? On the outside looking in, why would you say?
I don't know, bro. Like, when I seen it, I knew it wasn't right.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't right.
Floyd Mayweather's spending behavior has reportedly escalated to the point where even members of his own staff are said to be awaiting payment. Despite that, he continues putting money into real estate ventures that he may struggle to sustain. Critics argue that this pattern comes across as both careless and dismissive toward those who work for him, especially individuals still expecting what they're owed, while he highlights new purchases. The situation reflects a strong focus on maintaining a lavish public image, which some believe has taken priority over financial responsibility. Rather than addressing essential obligations like taxes or outstanding payments, attention appears to shift toward high-profile projects that help preserve an appearance of success and luxury.
Member of this facility for a few years now, good since like 2018. And it was great. This is my husband. He actually quit a really good job because he saw potential in this company, and they had promised him all this stuff. And they have put us through so much stress, mental stress, because, well, one, we've been trying to get married for a couple years now, and the fact that they haven't been able to pay him for like a year.
Months at a time,
it feels like a year, because even when they were able to pay, it's been like his credit. I'm sorry, I don't even know to bring up your credit, but like, he had better credit than I did. He had amazing credit, and all of a sudden, bills after bills piling up. Now we have to focus on trying to get his credit back up, and it's just all on me. And that's like, it's been so tough, because he's the type that's a provider, and I'm always wanting to help, but like, to see him like break down.
Floyd Mayweather's actions toward Devin Haney have been described as a troubling case of using influence for personal gain. After positioning himself for years as a guide and supporter, he released a carefully trimmed sparring clip that portrayed Haney in a negative way, right before Haney's high-profile bout with Ryan Garcia. The release didn't appear coincidental, leading many to view it as a calculated move rather than simple openness. By sharing footage that cast Haney in a poor light, the decision potentially disrupted his focus and preparation, while also raising questions about Mayweather's intentions. Instead of offering support, the act suggests a use of trust as leverage, shifting from mentorship to control, and potentially affecting Haney's confidence at a critical moment.
They go through maybe like a rough moment, like the people around them kind of start changing and things. And I know, like you said, you waking up in the mansion, the Rolls Royce, of showing 30, 40 people around.
Yeah.
Has that part happened where it was like people around you kind of shifted? Or
I mean, I wouldn't say that necessarily. I think I just had to, cut the grass low, just get a lot of unnecessary people that was just around me that just was around me, just really wasn't really benefiting me in no kind of way. It's people that I seen somebody say that I'm okay with being used, but just don't misuse me. So it was some people that was misusing me, and it is what it is. I'm happy with where I'm at right now.
The breakdown in the relationship between Devin Haney and Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been portrayed by some as highlighting a more contentious side of Mayweather's behavior. At a time when privacy would typically be respected, he was accused of sharing confidential sparring footage that showed Haney struggling against Gervonta Davis. The situation escalated when the clip reportedly made its way to Ryan Garcia, who then used it to publicly ridicule Haney. Critics view this as a breach of trust and a move that goes against the principles of professionalism and respect within the sport.
His fellow American. Boxing legend Floyd Mayweather watched on as Davis appeared to dominate. So Haney has now issued a response on Twitter. Never did they post a chopped up edited video. 16-year-old and they're in there holding. My bet with AB pops. Andrew and Broner, I presume that means. We bet Andrew and Broner pops, and he honoured it and paid. Ryan, we watched you quit, and we will not, and we are not the same, and never will be.
Devin Haney's pointed remarks weren't simply driven by emotion. They were presented as reflections shaped by what he sees as repeated betrayals. His criticism of Floyd Mayweather Jr. was framed not as random insult, but as a direct response to ongoing tensions between them. From this perspective, Haney's words are meant to highlight a pattern in Mayweather's conduct, suggesting a sense of resentment toward achievements that exist outside his own influence or legacy.
I heard he was real heavy the week of the fight. I heard something like 15 pounds. Don't know if it's true. He obviously didn't make the weight. Did Floyd tell him not to make the weight? You already spoke on it, my boy.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
So he don't make weight.
Floyd said he didn't.
He did not?
Floyd said he didn't.
He did not?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what he said. That's his word.
I mean, I seen him throw.
I seen it too.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave it.
The atmosphere surrounding Devin Haney and Floyd Mayweather Jr. reportedly became so strained that Haney ultimately chose to step away. What once appeared to be a strong mentor, student connection gradually shifted into a tense dynamic marked by control and underlying rivalry. Haney, who had taken pride in training at Mayweather's gym, eventually distanced himself amid concerns that support was tied more to brand advantage than genuine guidance. Observers suggest that Mayweather's difficulty in acknowledging another fighter's success without positioning himself within the spotlight points to deeper insecurities influencing his actions.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Rich back with another one. Now, everybody is talking about how Floyd Mayweather is losing all his fighters. Gervonta Davis just put out a tweet saying that he stopped Shakur Stevenson from signing with Floyd because Floyd was setting him up for failure. Now, I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan and supporter, and I love Tank. But, a lot of times us fans don't really know what goes on behind the scenes, and if all this stuff they saying about Floyd Mayweather is true, it's sad because I feel like it takes away from his career, his character as a person, because we see him in the ring, we see how head-driven he is, we see how confident he is, and we see how he's the greatest in the ring, but a lot of times that stuff don't be carrying on to different people's characters. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Y'all think Floyd just think about himself and don't really care about his fighters? Do you think everything that people are saying about Floyd is true, or you think they just adding a little sauce to it, they over-exaggerate?
Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s reaction to claims of jealousy has been portrayed as more about maintaining appearances than offering sincere support, stating that he hopes Devin Haney succeeds, primarily to avoid being seen as envious, comes across to critics as a strategic response rather than genuine encouragement. Instead of expressing authentic pride in Haney's growth, this approach is viewed as an attempt to manage public perception, shifting attention away from the criticism rather than directly addressing it.
Signed Devin, but he chose a different route, but still proud of him.
Absolutely. I want to commend you, right? Because, you Devin Haney, you know, I guess he in Vegas, but I seen you in the gym, and he's on a whole different promotional company. But you was showing him some
y'all
things.
Y'all show love. Y'all really fans.
You was
y'all
working
really...
with him. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good chance that he might fight an actual fighter that you got. But you still had him in there working with him, teaching him things.
Me just giving him certain pointers. You know, just giving him certain pointers just to make him better.
Yeah.
You know, even it was good to even, like before, when I was able to even just move around with Devin, spar with Devin when I was 40 years old. That was like 4 years ago when I was 40 years old. I was able to move around with Devin, and me moving around with him in the ring, I knew he was gonna become world champion. So I'm just proud of him.
Devin touched Floyd up. That was right before the Conor McGregor fight. He was like 17, 18. How old was he?
When I sparred Floyd, I was 18.
Floyd didn't touch him. In retrospect, he's better than Floyd. You know what I mean? He's on course to be better because he's better now at 22 than Floyd was at 22.
Even though it was at the end of his career, for me to be able to say that I've been in the ring with Floyd, I sparred Floyd, you know, just because he didn't have to do that. I was a young kid, you know, somebody that I always looked up to.
I do that too, but I know that he'd have whooped your ass. He could. You dig what I'm saying? Floyd ain't no punk, and you know, Devin touched Floyd up.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. often leans on a familiar response to criticism, suggesting that others are simply envious. That repeated claim is seen by critics as a way to sidestep responsibility rather than address concerns directly. While he presents himself as unaffected by outside opinions, his actions can suggest the opposite. The frequent displays of wealth and ongoing self-promotion are interpreted by some not as confidence, but as a need for validation. From this viewpoint, the issue isn't his success or finances. It's a perception that he avoids reflection and personal growth in the face of ongoing criticism.
You always remember this. Jealousy, people jealous of you, comes with success. So anytime you're successful, people gonna be jealous of you. People in there always gonna like you. It's the same thing like my job. I still go there and be at my best. If you're doing good, they got something to say. If you're doing bad, they got something to say. So do what makes you happy. Because you see this jet, you see this private jet that we own? I got it because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. I made over $1 billion. You know why? Because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. Do what the fuck you want to do. The only thing we can do is take one day at a time. You know, that's all we can do. No one is perfect. Every day we strive to be perfectionists, but no one is perfect. I make mistakes. You know, I've said things that I shouldn't have said when I was younger. I've done things that I shouldn't have done when I was younger. I'm not perfect, but we live and we learn. That's a part of growing.
Even Adrian Broner, once recognized for his outspoken honesty, appeared to support a version of events that aligns with Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s position. By acknowledging that Gervonta Davis had the upper hand over Devin Haney in sparring, and suggesting the footage was deliberately shared, it reinforces the idea that the release may not have been accidental but intentional. Rather than pushing back against what some view as unnecessary gamesmanship, Broner's stance is seen as lending weight to actions critics describe as calculated, further fueling the narrative surrounding Mayweather's influence in the situation.
Did you ever see him spar any of them?
Yeah.
What happened? Who he sparred?
Y'all know what happened, man.
I don't know.
He sparred Devin. It's packed, it's hot. They get in there. Tank hit that nigga. He hit him, boom. Then he hit him again and he went out. I jumped in the ring. Because at the time, Devin is 17. It calmed down and they got back to working Tank got a little bit more fatigue, and once they kept going, Devin got the best of them.
Oh, okay.
But in a real fight time with 8-ounce gloves on, bye.
Bill Haney's criticism has been portrayed as especially pointed because it challenges the way Floyd Mayweather Jr. has evolved since retiring from active competition. From this perspective, Mayweather is no longer seen primarily as a fighter, but as someone who has built a brand centered around entertainment and business ventures rather than in-ring legacy. The argument suggests that his focus has shifted toward maximizing commercial value and spectacle, rather than contributing to the sport through meaningful bouts or competitive risk. In contrast, those who hold this view believe that true representatives of boxing are defined by competition, legacy, and a commitment to the sport itself, rather than financial outcomes or promotional influence.
You say Tank doesn't want any of it. Why is that? I know you can't give him...
Man, get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you the face of boxing, then send over something, man. You know what I'm saying? Something respectful, like you really trying to do this. Because every fighter that Devin with gets paid, man, the most money, man. Knock it off, man. That's bunk business, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't need you. Let the welfare feed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Because that's where you're going to be at in the welfare line. You keep on the people, giving them the fake fights, talking about that we done charged $57. Listen, we gonna give you the best fights, and we gonna get all the people in there, you know what I'm saying, because that's what we do. And we pay the fighters. We give the fans an opportunity to come in. That's that old business model that you're gonna charge the fans for some fights, and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man. It's the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather over with, man. You hear me? Over with. Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it, nobody else ain't did it.
Bill Haney continued his criticism of Floyd Mayweather Jr., adding to a broader narrative that questions Mayweather's behavior outside the ring. From this perspective, Mayweather is portrayed as someone who emphasizes extreme wealth and status, while showing limited concern for those around him. Some critics also point to incidents involving individuals, such as Calvin Ford, arguing that remarks or actions seen as mocking or dismissive contribute to an image of disrespect within boxing circles. Overall, these claims reflect a wider view among detractors that Mayweather's public persona is heavily driven by financial comparison and self-promotion. Supporters, however, often interpret his behavior as part of a competitive mindset and long-standing confidence built through his career success.
I think it's personal between you and Calvin. Also, his Tank's coach. Is it?
Man, I told Coach, for
those that don't know, Coach Calvin is Tank's coach, so I'm just for our audience.
And I said, listen, ain't no way your fighter gonna be checking the money that y'all talking about checking, and Calvin gonna be looking like that. I told Tank them to pay him. I told him to pay him because, or we need to go on coach's strike around this. Because ain't no way Bill should be getting paid and Calvin shouldn't. And Calvin need to thank Bill for mentioning this shit.
So you saying Calvin ain't getting paid?
Yo, he said ain't no reason Calvin should be looking the way he looking if they making all this money.
Now that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Can't be one looking good and the rest of the crew if you getting thoroughbred money. You know what I'm talking about?
Again.
Yeah.
A few months ago, Bill Haney and Floyd Mayweather were fighting on live, or not fighting, but arguing back and forth.
Yeah.
And Bill Haney said, listen, you know damn well Devin did this and Devin did that. He never lost in the gym, ever. And Floyd said, if you got an undefeated fighter in the gym, congratulations to you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Floyd said, I never lost under the light.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm talking about.
Claims surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Devin Haney have added further fuel to ongoing speculation about tension between the two camps. Some critics allege that Mayweather's reaction to Haney's career progress has been more reserved and supportive, interpreting it as discomfort rather than encouragement. Within this narrative, there are suggestions that Mayweather's competitive mindset and long-standing influence in boxing may lead him to closely control or strongly influence discussions around fighters' opportunities. However, these claims remain part of public debate and interpretation rather than confirmed fact. Supporters of Mayweather, on the other hand, argue that his approach is rooted in business strategy and a protective understanding of the sport's politics, while detractors view it as resistance toward rising talent gaining independent success.
For some of y'all that ain't from the streets and don't understand like the politics of it, you know, that Bill Haney Floyd conversation was well overdue. They have been in the background sneak dissing each other for a minute. You know, pretty much Floyd is upset that Dev didn't take the deal that he put on the table for him. And he say, okay, you don't want to mess with me, you don't want to take the deal, I'm going to make it tough for you. I'm going to go whisper and rain here. I'm going to make sure Rolly don't fight you. I'm going to make sure Tank don't fight you. You know what I'm saying? And Bill don't like that. Bill feel like it's some little backdoor stuff he been doing. And Bill didn't back down. It was kind of crazy how Bill went at Floyd. He said, I'm putting on, like, where your people from the streets that you put on? You know what I'm saying? Where your community at? Your real people. You know what I'm saying? So
claims have circulated regarding Floyd Mayweather Jr. and a reported $42 million skyscraper acquisition. The original announcement gave the impression of complete ownership, but later explanations suggested the deal structure may not have reflected full control of the property, leading to questions about how the purchase was represented publicly. This inconsistency sparked criticism, with some arguing that the way it was presented created an inflated perception of his level of wealth. Others believe the situation contributed to maintaining a carefully managed public image built around luxury and high-value investments. Once further details emerged, it fueled broader discussion about how his business ventures are portrayed in the media and whether headlines sometimes amplify perceptions beyond the underlying financial reality.
The biggest flexer in the culture, Floyd Mayweather, would take to Instagram to announce that he just bought multifamily units in Manhattan for $400 million, all right? He would say he got 62 properties exact, took a photo op, the multifamily units is in the back, and he would say this is money out of his own pocket, and he had no investors.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on the regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
He would claim that he purchased 62 buildings worth $400 million.
Allegations have also been made involving Floyd Mayweather Jr. and his promotion of a cryptocurrency project. Critics argue that his involvement helped draw attention to a lesser-known token that they believe lacked long-term value or credibility. According to this viewpoint, the promotion was driven more by short-term financial gain than by genuine interest in blockchain innovation. Some supporters of this criticism claim that individuals who followed the endorsement experienced losses, while Mayweather benefited from the promotional activity itself. These accusations are often used to question the broader pattern of celebrity endorsements in high-risk digital assets, where influence can heavily impact public interest. At the same time, supporters of Mayweather argue that endorsements in the crypto space are common among public figures, and that investment outcomes ultimately depend on market conditions and individual decisions. Overall, the discussion reflects ongoing debate about responsibility, influence, and accountability in celebrity-backed financial ventures.
But you throw a lot of money around, don't you?
Why not? You can't take it with you. I mean, there's no Brent trucks pulling up at no funeral home. So, I mean, you gotta be able to enjoy your money, but make your money work for you.
Carpe diem, seize the day, live every day.
Absolutely.
That's Floyd Mayweather's strategy.
My strategy is I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. No matter how you look at it, just because I may wear a diamond necklace or a big diamond ring, because another guy he wear a ring on his ring finger, and he's no better than I am. He's doing the same thing I'm doing, but he's just sweeping his dirt under the rug, and mine is out in the open.
Money doesn't make people happy, but you've got a hell of a lot of it. And are you happy?
Am I happy? Absolutely. I'm happy because my children are happy. I'm happy because my mom is happy. I'm not happy because of the money, because I was happier when I didn't have the money.
And that brings us to the end of today's video.